All right, so this is Steve at 1,000 Year Homes. This blue mole here, listen, no brand loyalty. I'm not gonna link it below, but it did the job. It went around this hole saw, which is a no-name hole saw, both off the internet, Amazon specifically, and definitely great. My can lights will look good. It did work for me to drill it, and now that I know that I can actually lower the bit height, that's the right way to do it. Lower the bit height so the saw and the blade are going up. Mark the outside of it with 5/8 so I know exactly where to stop at the paper, and then just finish it up with the razor knife. That way I won't damage my electrical. So must-haves. I am way beyond what I should be for the day. I'm definitely overheated, so forgive the stammers, forgive the stutters. Listen, it's the real deal here working like this. Forgive the sweaty shirts. I'm a beast. Alright, doing a little nighttime work here. So I missed there, didn't I? I missed. I guessed and I guessed wrong, but there's still time for me to push it. Push it that way, and that will close up that gap an inch. So I'm going to get in there with a pair of pliers and man, the heat has gotten to me. So I'm going to get in there with a pry bar and scooch that way to try to make up for that. So they make drywall mistake fixers, and I could definitely use one right there. I'm trying to shift it that way a little bit, and that will square that up. We'll see if I can get away with this. Alright, well, let's take a little pressure off of it. Alright, pressure's off. There we go. Man, that is close. Real close. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the inch that I need. There. Now I don't need a mistake fixer. That doesn't always work, but I had the room to scooch it over because I've got a hidden ceiling. I know you can't see in there, but now the power box looks good. All right, man, that's exciting. Building a 1,000-year home, and I don't want to have, you know, so many mistakes I'm embarrassed about it. All right, some tight fit finish. Oh, I know, there's a box in there. That's what's going on. I need to get this all the way out now so that I can reach up, pull the box through, and so I ran into this before. That's why I know what's going on. That electrical box is smooched in there. Let's unsmooch it. Now that I know it fits, I'm not too worried about that breaking. Now, since the drywall jack is already holding this up, I can't get in there with this drill and drill that all the way through. So, I am going to work on it with my hands. Alright, I probed the hole and made sure my electrical box wasn't there. I wanted to remove this. I can't figure it out. I'm super tired, so I am just going to put the rubber. This says Blue Mole on it. Blue Mole. And it's just a drywall dust collector. I'll put that on my drill. Let's finish that up. Oh, all right. That feels like I'm all the way through, maybe. Oh, wow. Oh, whew. Man, that was hard work. Oh, let's find the light box. Right there. All right. Okay. All right, now I don't have to worry about it being like the first one. And it wanted to. It also went right to where a joist was. So it wanted to catch a rafter tie and then F me over by crunching the electric box. Alright, and then I have one mark there light. I've got to take that drill bit out of there so that I could just use the saw. Or make the drill bit the same width as the saw maybe. And I'll start there and I'll put boards in and work my way around so that I can tighten that up properly. Well, while I was cranking it up, unbeknownst to my eyes, or screwing it, the drywall vibrated back and pulled it out of position again. So I'm using a pry bar to push the drywall back where it needs to be. Probably another thing that would have been fixed with two people. Somebody would have gone, whoa, 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 you're vibrating it out. We would have put a spacer in here and I would have been done. Alright, so as I screw this in across the way, these boards are gonna get, they're gonna fall down on me. So don't be alarmed, I'm not. And I had earlier marked where the rafters are coming through. So, you know, I'll start at a rafter. Put two screws in it to hold it. Then I'll just work my way across. I shoot for no more than 6 inches between the screws. I try to give it the proper dimple. When I'm this tired, it's really hard. Well, I'm halfway through roughly. So around the light, I'm going to be extra careful. I don't want to put a screw through all that, so. Well, most of it's on conduit, and I cut over as fast as I could. 6 inches around that box is where the Romex comes in, and I don't want to put a screw into one of those. That would be just awful. Well, you can't really see so good, but there's a gap there that I knew I had. And I'm gonna cut a board now and short in, and I'm gonna do it tonight, even though I'm overheated. I'm barely holding on. This heat has got me. This heat has got me. So I do, you know, one of these in about an hour and 20 minutes or so, and that's from start to finish. And I take breaks every 20 minutes. It's the only way I can get through it. So 2 hours is what it takes total round trip for a sheet of drywall by yourself in this 100+ degree Texas heat. How about that? I take plenty of dehydration, but listen, I'm feeling it. Well, let me measure and cut this last board, and I'm hoping that it fits a known dimension. We'll find out. All right, let's lower the drywall jack, get all the extra boards out of the way, clean things up so I can finish up, shower, and call it a night. Well, I know that looks like just a little shadow, but it's not. It's a gap above the door. I knew I had that gap, and I'm going to fix it right now. I didn't pre-cut these things because, well, I'm going to glue them into place, but I didn't know how they'd end up, right? So I didn't want to pre-cut and try to fight drywall in there. This will work just fine. A board that's 1 1/8 inches thick will fit right in there, so that's what I'm going to look for. So up there on the ceiling, I went out and measured my boards. It's after dark, as you can easily see outside. But up there, that board above the door jamb is 1 1/8 inches. And I am not setting up my circular saw or my table saw to cut 1 1/8 inches in the dark with this tire. So feel good. All the drywall's done in here. I'll go ahead and do a quick walk around. Tomorrow when I finish it off, we'll do a final inspection. I'll go get tape and mud, and then we'll start mudding it in. And look at that. That looks pretty darn good, even in the lights, right? Look at this. Look at this. Huh? This looks pretty good. Apologies for the zooming in and out. It is dark, and looky there, though. It looks like a room, and that spot's not done. I'm going to put a piece of paneling, something there. Maybe a coyote fence there. Spray paint it black, put a coyote fence. That's what I think I'll do. And as an experiment, I like that idea because it's going to be the outside door into the great hall, which I'll cut at a later date. So I don't want to drywall and spend a lot of money on it because I know I'm going to frame it about with door lintels and posts and things like that to support that little wooden door that I bought for $10. Solid wooden door. So with that, I'm going to say this is Steve, 1,000 Year Home. My next project will be the door sliding glass door barn wall, not doors, wall. And to make these connexes look that much bigger. But you can see behind me, I got that back wall to do and, you know, some quality control. And I am there. I am so happy. I want to thank you for liking, subscribing, following me around. I got to shower and get in for the night. Thank you much. Bye.